how still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. Hola. Thank you so much for joining for the 9th Reawaken Christmas tutorial, number 9. We're at number 9. Thanks for joining me live right now. And we have the three amigos, three musketeers, Cody, Timber, and Brian are all here, all still in the running for being at every live stream so far. Awesome. Saw you were discussing your favorite Christmas songs before we started there. Perfect Tree by Ray Boltz, I've never heard of, actually, but I'd like to. Beautiful Star of Bethlehem, but Silent Night still your favorite, Timber. Awesome. And Cody's watching during practice. That's cool, Cody, but go practice, man. You got credit now. Go practice. Don't skip out on worship practice for this. I got you marked. I got your attendance down, so you're still in the running. You're good. All right. So as you heard, today we're doing A Little Town of Bethlehem. I was going to say this is one of my favorites out of Reflex, but it's not. I mean, I really like this song, but this is the first time I can be like, yeah, this one's medium. Although I do really like this song. So it's not medium. I'm just saying it's not one of my favorites. Never mind. Forget about it. It's a great song. You know what I mean. This is the first song I've not immediately said it's my favorite, although the more I think about it, I like it. I really like that intro thing, too. I'll get to all that. Welcome. Hey, go download the hymn book, Reawaken hymn book, Reawaken Christmas hymn book. Go download it. If you don't have it already, go download it. It's totally free. 20 free Christmas chord charts, and we're going through all of them on these live tutorials, so you follow along with that. We are on number 9, so we're almost halfway through. Our halfway point is on Friday. We're doing Silent Night. So it's a good halfway point. That's like the most popular Christmas song ever. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Real quick, also, if you're interested in supporting Reawaken Hymns at all, which is awesome if you do, no problem if you don't, but if you want to support Reawaken Hymns, I have a Patreon page where you can be a patron, which if you don't know what a patron is, that's like in the olden times when, you know, the folks would find the artists they like and then they'd pay them a little bit each month so they could keep doing art. Those are patrons. So that's what the words come from. But I have a Patreon page. There's also a super chat on here where you can donate like $1 or $2 on the actual live chat. I'm not sure how that works, but you can test that out if you want to. So there's just a couple ways to support Reawaken Hymns if you're interested. Because as you've noticed, doing 20 live streams in 8 weeks takes a lot of time. So thank you for everybody who supports Reawaken Hymns. Let's get straight to the tutorial. A Little Town of Bethlehem. As always, leave your comments, your questions, anything you have in the live chat or the comments below. I'll answer the live chats right now, and then if you're watching afterwards, I'll answer the comments below the video. Brett says, yeah, buddy, from Facebook. Brett had the same shirt that I was wearing last week, the Hymns Rock shirt, so awesome. Cody's at church. Yep. Now go practice, Cody. Brian says we're the Three Musketeers on Porthos. Okay. And Devastated Warrior Kyle is here with his guitar. Got a new Fender Strata acoustic. I've seen those before. It's a lot of fun. You'll have to tell me how that goes. As we play through, let me know how the Strata acoustic's working. I've seen those. They're weird. They look like half electric guitars, half acoustics. I've never played one, though. All right. A Little Town of Bethlehem. Here we go. Let me know any questions you have as we go through. So we are playing this in the key of D. And we are capoed on 2, which means we're actually in the key of E. So we're playing D chord shapes, capoed on 2, playing in the real life key of E. Real life key. I don't think we've done a D song yet. So I should run through those real quick. Maybe we have. I'm not sure if we have. So I'm going to run through the chords real quick. All right. So in the key of D, for this song, we have our 1, 4, 5, and 6, as you'll probably have in most every song. We also have a 2 and a 3. So we have every chord but a 7th chord in this song. Yep, every chord but a 7th chord in this song. So I'll just go through in order. So in the key of D, here's what we play. Your D is just your straight up D. And for all these tutorials, I'm assuming you have a basic knowledge of acoustic guitar. I won't be teaching like in depth how to exactly play every chord. I'm just going to tell you how I play the chords in general. And if you don't know them, you can look them up online. There's tons of chord diagrams you can look up. So the D I'm playing is just a straight up, everyday D major. The G I'm playing, straight up, everyday G. The A I'm playing is close. So it's the top 2 fingers here, the 4th and 3rd string are the same as your everyday A. Everyday A, I don't know why I'm calling them everyday chords. But then instead of on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, you do 2nd string, 3rd fret. Sounds like that. But you can certainly do a regular A major as well. It would sound just fine. So D's regular, G's regular, A's is just a touch different. B minor, I just play the bar chord or the power chord. E minor is a straight up E minor. Just your normal E minor. And the F sharp minor, I also play a bar chord. So other than that A, they're all the straight up normal chords, which this is the first time that's happened. Apparently the key of D I don't change as much as all the other keys. I don't know why. So yeah, every single chord here is what you probably learned already, except for that A. I scoot that 2nd string, 2nd fret to 2nd string, 3rd fret, just up 1 fret. And then I also have my pinky left over from the G sometimes, like that. So those are the chords, and I'm going to play the first verse of the song again. So if you have your guitar, you can play through it with me. The chords are out right there on the side of the screen. So I'm going to play the first verse. Play along with me. Oh, intro. I got to talk about the intro. Thank you. She put up the intro, so I talk about the intro because I forgot. Good job. The intro is, it looks very simple, and it is, but it's also a little tricky. So what you're going to do is you're actually not going to move your fingers at all for both of these chords. So for the D, you're going to do your typical D, except on the 1st string, you're going to add your pinky on that 3rd fret. So it sounds like this. So instead of 2nd fret, 3rd fret on the 1st string. And then we're going to take what finger was on the 2nd fret, which is our middle finger, and we're going to move it all the way up to the G on the 6th string. So that is a G over D. With the pinky, it's like a G over D sus4 or something. But just think of it as a G over D because we got a G in the bass note of our D chord. And when you play the D to the to the D over G, sorry, you're not going to move your fingers at all. You're just going to pick different strings. So for that first chord, the D, you're going to start on the 4th string. So you're going to pick the 4th string down. Like that. You're going to pick 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, like that. So I do 4, 3, 2, 4, 2, if you want to do it exactly how I do it. 4, 3, 2, 4, 2. And then for the D over G, I just pick that G as my first note and then do 2, 3, 2. So it sounds like this. All right. Got that? So you're not moving your fingers at all, but you are playing two different chords, sort of. You just got to make sure you play the D bass note on the first one and the G bass note on the second one. I do that a couple times during the intro, usually 2 or 3 times. And I also do that in the turnarounds as well. No problem, Timber, for going over the chords. All right. So that's the intro. Now we can move on and play the intro and first verse. And you can play along with me, and then I'll go back through and explain a little more. Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. All right, hopefully you're my voice is still in singing mode apparently. Hopefully you were able to play along with me for that. The picking of this song is really, really easy. So I'm actually not going to spend a whole lot more on the rest of this song because what you just heard is what you get. It's simple picking, and I do that all the way through the song. Honestly, the most difficult part is that intro, that little intro, and then the fact that there's all 6 chords other than the 7th in this song. So really, that's the most difficult part. Thanks for streaming in my time zone. You're welcome. I don't know what times. Are you in Central? That's what I'm in. I'm streaming in all time zones, really. Yeah, so I just pick straight down on all of these, I think. Let me see if I did anything goofy while I was playing. Let's see. Little town of Bethlehem. Yep, so pretty much the whole thing, I'm doing the bass 2 3, bass 3, bass 2 3, bass 3. Oh, sorry, bass 2. Sorry. So that's how I'm picking. Is when I say bass, it's whatever the bass note is, because it won't always be the same string for each chord. Like the bass note for your D chords on the 4th string, for the A chords on the 5th string, for the G chords on the 6th string. So that's why I'm saying bass instead of 4, 5, 6, or whatever the string number is. But I do the bass note 3 2, bass note 2. So bass 2, bass 3 2, bass 2, bass 3 2, bass 2. That sounds weird. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about there. But it's a pretty similar picking pattern the whole time. It's not always 3 2. Depends on the chord. But to be honest, pick what you want. Pick what you can. If you can do something similar to what I'm doing, more power to you. I think it sounds really good in that picking pattern. And again, real simple. It's just 1 2 3 1 2, and you can pick on pretty much whatever your strings. Just start on the bass and then add in 4, 3, or 2, and then end with 2 is really what's important for that picking pattern. Jason is there from India. Well, that's a way different time zone than what I'm in. I'm glad you can watch it. What time is it in India? I assume you actually meant India, not Indiana, because that would be a way different time zone. India. What time is it in India right now? Interesting. Let me know. All right. Any other questions about the song before I play all the way through? I know I usually explain more than that, but I don't really need to. It's pretty simple. Best way for you to learn this song is just to play along with me. And if you're a super beginner, you can just strum the chords once. If you can pick things, that's fine. You can pick as much as you can. You can just go 1 2 3. That's all you can do. Or if you can follow my picking pattern, that would be great too. You'll notice sometimes I do pick the third and second string at the same time. Adds a little interest to it. It is 6:50 a.m. in India. Thank you for waking up early and joining us. That's awesome. It's 7 p.m. here, so cool. All right, that is all I have. That was the shortest explanation of a song ever. Thank you, Devastated Warrior. So we're going to go through and play the whole song right now. I do that turnaround between each song. Hey, Closet Hymnologist made it. And he's getting his guitar out. Awesome. By the way, you should go watch the new video on his channel. I just watched it the other day, and he plays like accordion and sings and guitar, and he's like interposed on the same screen. There's like 4 of him, like a crazy cloning thing. It's really cool. I'm not actually sure how I did it, but it's super cool. So go watch Closet Hymnologist's newest video. It's really, really fun. It's a really good song too. He wrote it. All right. Sorry. So let's do it. Let's go all the way through the song. Again, I do the intro twice or hang on it as long as I need to when I'm with a band or in church, but I'll do it twice right now. And then I'll do that intro 2 times between each verse. And I will end on the 4th verse. I will not play a turnaround after that. So verse, 2 turnaround, verse, 2 turnaround, verse, 2 turnaround, verse. Real simple. All right. Grab your guitars. Let's do this. A Little Town of Bethlehem, Capo 2. Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light. And fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. For Christ is born of Mary and gathered all while mortals sleep, the angels keep the watch of wandering love. O morning stars together proclaim the holy birth, and praises sing to God the King, and peace to men on earth. How silently the wondrous gift is given. So God imparts to human hearts the blessings of his hand. No ear may hear his coming, but in this world of sin, where meek souls will receive him still, the dear Christ enters in. Holy child of Bethlehem, descend on us, we pray. Cast out our sin and enter in. Be born in us today. We hear the Christmas angels, the great glad tidings songs tell. Oh, come to us, abide in us, our Lord Emmanuel. Bam. Did it. Did it. Awesome. Awesome. As you saw, whole song's very similar. I don't change it much. Of course, when you play it in your churches, you're welcome to vary the dynamics as much as you want. I just think it's good. It's just kind of a quiet song because it's kind of a nighttime scene-setting kind of low-key song anyway. So, a couple things I want to mention that I forgot about. Well, one, of course, eggnog. Forgot about the eggnog. Still drinking eggnog. Hopefully you all got your eggnogs. Wouldn't want to forget that. Second, more relevant to what we just did. I used to avoid this song because I only ever heard the first verse. And the first verse, it's not bad, but there's no really like theology or message or talking about Jesus or God or anything really that you would equate with worship songs in it. It's just kind of a scene setting, seemed like a, nursery rhyme kind of song. But it's deceptive because all of the preceding verses are really deep and really good. So we do kind of a disservice to this song by sometimes only hearing the first verse, or maybe I do a disservice to this song by never listening to more than the first verse. That's probably what actually happened, let's be honest. But all of the other verses are great theologically. I love the third and fourth verse specifically. In the third verse, how silently the wondrous gift is given. God imparts to human hearts the blessing of heaven. No ear hears his coming, but in this world of sin, meek souls will receive him still. The dear Christ enters in. I mean, that's like Christmas theology in a verse. And the next is the same kind of reworded. Child of Bethlehem, descend on us, cast out our sin, be born. Angels come with glad tidings and abide with us. I mean, those two verses just have wonderful Christmas theology. So I just want to mention that in case this was what you're similar to me and had only like heard the first verse or maybe the second and thought this was just kind of a nursery rhyme kind of song. It's not. It's got great theology in it. They're just a little far back. So that's what I wanted to mention. Good job, everybody, for playing through the song. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you all. Also very proud of Brian, Cody, and Timber for joining all of the live streams. And thank you so much for everybody else who joined today. Next week, oh my gosh, 2 days from now, not next week, this week, on Friday is our next live stream. We will be doing everybody's favorite Christmas song, Silent Night. So get ready for your Christmas Eve candlelight services and come on Friday and learn Silent Night. And I'll teach you a really cool thing I do, which has the melody in it. That's not it. That was Jurassic Park. My bad. But it has the melody and the chords, which I'll have to refresh again because apparently I only know Jurassic Park now. But yeah, join me Friday for Silent Night. It'll be super, super fun. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Devastate Warrior. Thank you, Adam, for coming too as well. Last time, go download the hymn book. 20 free Christmas chord charts. Ooh. Go download the hymn book. Totally free. No strings attached. Just get 20 free Christmas chord charts. And please, 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 please share it with everybody. Share it with anybody you know. Anybody who likes Christmas music. That's like 99% of people in the world. Maybe like 98% of the people in the world. People who like Christmas music. People who play Christmas music. Please, please share the hymn book with them. That is all I have this week. Thank you so much, everybody. And I will see you back here in 2 days at 7 p.m. for Silent Night.